Wyclef Jean, BKS1 Radio. Let's go.
This is Essence Atkins, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Hi, this is Melba Moore, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
Yo, check it out. What's the deal? This the chef. Giving a big shout out to my peoples. Big KS, you already know what it is. Salute.
What's up? It's your girl Monifa, and I'm hanging with BKS1 Radio.
Hi, I'm Iyanla Van Zandt, and you're listening to BKS1 Radio.
BKS Radio, baby.
Hey, this is Jasmine Guy for BKS1 Radio.
What's going on? This is Lamont Rooker, and this is BKS1 Radio.
Shout out to BKS1, the best kept damn secret in the business.
Hey, what's up? This is Raven Goodwin from BET's Being Mary Jane, and shout out to BKS1.
Hi, this is Leon. You're watching BKS1 Radio.
BKS1. God bless y'all.
Hello, 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 and welcome to BKS1 Radio. It's your girl, Latoya Chanel, and I am back in the building. I know I wasn't here in the building last week, but I am back tonight in the building. I'm so happy to be doing the show. If you didn't see the show last week or the weeks beforehand, you all know. If you didn't see it, then I'm going to tell you right now. I have been talking to my male counterparts. I've been talking to my brothers who have been coming in the studio with me, or either I have gone to them, and we have just been talking about the healing journey from the male perspective, and they have been shining a light on a number of different issues, just so that we can have more in-depth conversation, so we can get closer to understanding each other, right? So I am going to continue on with that again tonight. Why I look so short? Why I look short, y'all? Norm, I look short. Anyway, I'm going to continue on tonight, and tonight I have my guests, I have my friends, I have my brothers who are, thank you, I don't look short anymore. Well, I am short, but anyway. I have my guests, my brothers who are in the studio with me again. So everybody, please, please, please help me clap it up for Fat Lace Jason. Y'all clap it up. Are y'all clapping? Because this ain't working. I don't know why that's not working.
It ain't working.
But there you go. There it is. There it is. There it is. All right. And we're going to have Terry, who's going to be coming in the studio with us shortly. But in the meantime, we are back in here, and we are going to continue on with our discussion. Why?
Because we need it.
Because he said it. I didn't say it. He said it, but I agree wholeheartedly with what he said. We need it. We need to have open and honest dialogue with one another. There is too much hate between the sexes going around. There is too much. I don't get it. I don't understand it. Y'all canceled. I'm done. I'm tired. There is too much of that going on between the sexes. So what I plan on doing here on the healing journey from time to time, aside from talking about my own walk, is to make sure I'm talking to my brothers too, because the experts and the people that I have on the show, just talking about things from their perspective, 9 times out of 10 it's usually women, but I don't want to discriminate, and I don't want my brothers to be left out, and we can't heal as a people if we are not healing together. So I thank you to Jason, who has been here the last couple of weeks. I thank you to Terry, who's on the way, who has been here the last couple of weeks. I thank you to Do It All for his amazing interview last week and sharing things from a very, very, very personal perspective last week. We
ran it up.
We got real deep last week, right?
I'm going to tell you, I didn't watch that one yet, and I didn't watch yours. I can't wait to watch it. I'm going to tell you, ours that we did, I only watched one of them again.
Okay.
It's real.
Okay.
So when you got to hear it back, I can't wait to watch last week's. And I meant to.
You got to.
Once I saw y'all run it up, I'm like, oh, this is going to be.
No, you have
that
to.
heat.
No.
I'm going to watch that tonight.
Yeah.
I'm going to watch that tonight. Make sure y'all watch that if y'all didn't. Because I know it was just in the background and everything just looked. I'm like, oh, they in like Olivia Pope room.
You stupid.
Like,
no. We weren't in Olivia Pope room.
Y'all
but
was
you
in
know.
that office. Y'all, that's what it looked like.
Yeah. We had to be in City Hall because, we affectionately here at the station call him Do It All, but he is really Councilman Dupre Kelly for the city of Newark. And so we were in the great city of Newark's City Hall last week, just making sure that, he was there, and we could get to them, and but it was a great interview. But anyway, we're continuing on with our discussion tonight, right?
No
and
doubt.
where we left off. And so we had been talking about what healing looks like from a black man's perspective. We had been talking about what it looks like, what it feels like, and tonight I wanted to just address some of the myths between us, some of the myths between black men and black women, just by answering some questions. Now, again, we can't represent an entire group of people, but we can just speak from our perspective, and maybe that will help us in understanding people a little more. Maybe it'll open up something in our minds and take us further, and whether it helps us in our own personal lives or whether it helps us just conversationally as time goes on and as things move forward, or as you're having conversations with other men. Like, yeah, my friend said, da 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 da. You know what I'm saying?
We had an ill conversation right before we started. So we're not gonna bring it. Like, it's real. I want people to know, like, everybody has something where you need. So it was good to hear go side and hear your side. I'm like, why?
Because that's what we're supposed to be doing. And I'm glad you said that. Because so often we are getting advice from women are only getting advice from women, and men are only getting advice from men, and we wonder why we keep getting it wrong.
No doubt.
You know what I mean? Now, granted, you can go to your people for their perspective just on your situation. But the thing is when you're really looking for answers, you need all perspectives.
Sure.
You need all perspectives, right? So, okay, let's go. We're going to start with you, and we're going to start with questions, right?
Go ahead.
So some of the myths, right? Some of the myths from between the sexes. Did you have a question for black women? As a
I don't have no questions unless I got the answer already.
No?
Yeah.
You don't have nothing that you want to resolve or get any answers to or any of that?
Nah. That's funny, I don't.
Are you serious?
I don't have any questions for black women, for women. I don't, because I don't feel like I'm going to get the truth anyway.
Ooh!
My bad.
Ask. Go.
I don't have none.
No, you said you don't feel like you're going to get the truth. So come up with anything and ask. Because we real transparent here on this show. I mean, probably a bit too transparent here on the show. So, but very honest.
This is like the honest, vague question. Yo, why y'all be tripping? And know what's going to happen? We don't be tripping. Y'all be tripping. Like, that's the only thing that I could think of off top. Like, why y'all be tripping? Because y'all be tripping.
Okay, so tripping off what?
See, I don't know.
Just randomly?
Just randomly.
So, okay.
Roll the seat down.
So your question is why?
See, I got forced to have a question. I didn't even have a question.
You said, no. Your question is, why does it seem like, as black women, sometimes y'all randomly just be tripping for no reason?
Yeah. And I don't need an answer. I got the answer.
What's the answer?
Y'all be bugging. That's why.
I mean, honestly, yeah.
That's simple.
Yeah.
That's simple. I don't want a specific case. I don't want this. Yo, sometimes what happened? Yo, they be bugging. And once you get that in your mind, like, yo, they just be bugging, it's easier to maneuver.
It is for a man. I bet it is. But honestly, it is it's a case by case basis. It's a woman by woman basis, and it's like, I think the answer to that is knowing your woman, so you will know specifically why your particular woman would be tripping at whatever moment.
I got a question, and I'm sure I said this scenario on one of the episodes here with you.
Okay.
The scenario question I had was for men, and I asked, black men, have you been disrespected more by a white cop or a black woman more in your life? For everybody who's watching, peace to everybody on that check-in. Have you been disrespected more by a white cop?
And this is for black men,
For
right?
black men.
Okay.
Or a black woman in your life. Now, when I asked this question before,
okay,
you know how many black women couldn't read? And my sisters are super educated out here. I know they can read when I wrote for my black men.
Right. And so they answered.
And they answering.
They answered.
It's a lack of respect that's going on, and empathy. This is why we have this show. This is why why I'm here with you, because I'm like, yo, we gotta understand, like, everybody don't have the answer, and sometimes you're not gonna like the reality. The reality is we get disrespected more by black women than these white cops that we see on TV. I don't know why. Well, I do know why.
Disrespect in the form of just all around.
And this is not, of course, we gotta say that disclaimer.
Okay, this is not all black women. Go ahead.
I feel when say a woman sees your all your sides. She sees your attitudes. She see when you poop. She see when you wash the dish. She can see anything that you do, everything that you do.
Yeah.
And she even sees when you get tough.
Yeah.
And when you get mad, you like, yo, man, F him, yo, he think he that, da. And you talking, this is how we talk. Right?
Yeah.
And you like, you talking like that, but you missed the toilet seat. Like, you ain't that tough. You ain't even hit the toilet. You ain't even hit the water right. So women start building like, yo, like they could rip through you and they can beat you physically, mentally, soulfully, whatever them feelings that it be. They feel like they could do that because they are around you more. The disrespect then eases its
So
way
they
out.
learn more about you, so that there's more that they can bring up.
There's more they could bring up, and the disrespect happens. And we find ourselves disrespected by black women more than we do by these white cops.
But isn't there levels to disrespect, though? So me saying, I know you ain't talking tough because your football game lost, and you wasn't talking tough when that 2-year-old just chumped you because he wouldn't go to sleep. Like, okay, like, it's like, you know, that's all in fun. That's a level of disrespect where it's like, ha, as opposed to a disrespect from a police officer that could be trying to take your life. So isn't there a difference?
It is a difference. And
Yeah.
but it's a similar situation too, because you both feel helpless. Because the disrespect from the black woman, don't you still owe me money with your broke? That's why he did that to you. That's why your mama don't mess with. That's why your brother be. That's why your sister. That's why your best friend be. And you hear that and know what we can't do? We can't retaliate with violence. Because if you were a guy, like, yo, who you talking to? Bong.
Right.
You can't do that.
No.
You do that with a woman, you're going to be right next to that cop.
Yeah.
That you didn't want to be disrespected
Right,
about.
right.
So
right,
women
right.
they can give you more, and you got to take it. Just like when that cop, when he's being disrespectful, you got to take it half the time.
So how do we minimize that? Is that so do you feel like that is a cultural thing, or is that a gender specific thing?
I have never dated outside my race.
Okay.
So I really don't know like what white people do. I really don't know that.
Okay.
But I'm sure it's white women who disrespect their husbands too.
So then that may not be a cultural
It
thing.
might be a gender thing.
That might be a gender
but
thing.
I'm just speaking to the most of the people that's watching, right? It's black.
Yeah.
You know, so y'all just be careful how you treat your partner with the respect. Like don't get too comfortable. There's a lot of people that get real comfortable. And it's Christmas time, and it's about to be a super cuff season coming up, and y'all are gonna be around each other. It ain't even have a snowstorm yet. Be careful and mindful how you talk to your partner. Don't feel like just because you know them, you know how they brush their teeth, you know how they hang up the dish rag, you know how they hang up their wash rag, their towels. You don't know how to fold the clothes right. When stuff like that happens, your women feel like they can get at you. Why are you smiling like that? You been through this?
Because I'm listening.
And it's not everybody. I'm sure you never in your
listening.
life have ever. I'm sure you tell you.
Stop.
It happens.
Stop. We are all human. We
It
are
happened.
all human. Again, this goes back to the first part of what we were saying, how we led into this. When it seems like people be tripping for no reason. I am pretty even keeled, right? I'm not a trip for no reason type person. With me, honestly, personality wise, as long as I can laugh, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm laughing, I'm straight. I'm good. I don't like arguing. I don't like being confrontational. I don't like all of that argue all the time. All that toxic behavior where people be fighting and screwing and I don't like all of that. That's not me. Keep that ghetto stuff someplace else. You understand what I'm saying?
Doubt.
I really honestly I don't like that. Like that's red flag number 1 for me. However, I have been in relationships where my partner was getting on my nerves for whatever reason it was. And I ain't toot now. I'm a bit witty. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can come up with some stuff like, ding. And I know what can get to people and what is not going to get to people. And, I could come up with some zingers. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's really going to go. It's going to
And you be in the gym, too. So
my hands is quick.
You see what I'm saying?
My hands is quick, but I'm coming off of that because it's a part of my healing journey. You know what I'm saying? But but I could come up with some stuff. But I really, honestly, have put into practice, and I do it. I really do think before I speak a lot.
doubt.
So I'm not one that's going to taunt and nag and be like, because I don't want that done to me.
True.
And I'm very, very conscious about all of that. But that's now. That's at this big age now. That wasn't always.
That wasn't you in 04.
Nah, hell no. No.
No.
Not at all. No. And whether I meant to do it or not, it was just a lot of times it was out of defense.
You were the victim.
Can I change that?
Yeah.
So maybe not out of defense, but maybe not out of defense.
Maybe
but
not that.
Sometimes it was out of defense, and maybe other times it was just out of pure aggravation.
That happens.
Not aggravation with the person necessarily, but aggravation with whatever the situation was.
No doubt.
Right?
No doubt.
So yeah, that's me just being completely and open and honest.
No
about
doubt.
it. So
No doubt.
but anyway, okay. So again, why women trip? It seems like off nothing. A lot of times, again, it is case by case basis.
No doubt.
It is sometimes it's their own aggravation. Sometimes it's aggravation because it could be something you are doing. I think it depends.
Sometimes the work husband ain't playing his part. Sometimes the side piece ain't doing what they. Y'all side guys, them side guys, they need to be playing their part how they should. It ain't. Y'all know what y'all need to be doing. Make her happy.
Have you ever been the side guy?
A great one. With pride.
You said with pride?
With pride.
You said with pride.
With
Where is
pride.
the whiskey? Because I can't.
Yo,
today.
I'm sober, y'all. Word up. Like, nah, with pride.
Pride?
Yeah.
Why?
It used to be fun. I'm like, why? I'm about to make her happy. She mad at him. I'm make her happy, and I'm out.
Why?
Why I'm out?
No, not why you out. You got to be out because it's not your girl.
yeah.
But what I'm saying is, what did you prefer, that or the relationship?
Both. Sometimes the thrill. You like having options. Like I like having a bunch of pair of sneakers at a certain amount of time in life, and you want
to
it's the freshness
you.
of the
I wanna
energy.
punch
This is old
you.
me. When we talking old stuff, right? This is not me right now.
Old me would punch you.
Yeah,
But go
you
ahead.
see how we all working on each other.
I'm working on this journey.
Me
Go
too,
ahead.
y'all. Like,
Okay.
nah, the old me, yo, it used to be the fun.
Being the side nigga was fun. Ooh, being the side dude
Side guy,
was fun.
side guy was fun. You see how it touched it? see the zinger that came out when I
Being the side dude
it
was fun.
Yo, sometimes it was fun
and better than the relationship.
Yeah, cause I don't have to deal with the real life, like the real life.
Yeah. It's just the fun part.
Yeah, she called you like, yo, he up here tripping. Oh, word. Oh, man, I'm sorry to hear that. Word. Yo, we about to go to happy hour, and we gonna be happy at happy hour. Right after 7 o'clock, she's going. I'm going.
That's it.
It's done. I don't got to deal with all the realness. So, you'll be out. Now, everything catches up after a certain point.
You think?
So that's what I'm saying. At a certain point, I was like that.
So let me ask you a question then. How do you then trust the woman that you are in a relationship with if you know that she could potentially have someone on the side?
Dumbest thing is when you trust.
Trust is dumb?
When you trust the person that you've been committing crime with?
No, not her. I'm saying moving forward.
Moving forward
So
with that
you
person.
leave her alone. You leave all of that alone. You meet a nice young lady. In the back of your mind, are you thinking she might have a side?
I hope not.
Okay.
I hope not. Because if you go in any relationship with that attitude of they could be doing, you don't even need to be in it.
Okay.
You don't need to be in it. You hope that you're busy enough where you're not thinking about
Where you're
them.
not thinking
yeah,
about
they
that.
doing what they do. So yeah, because that can cloud your brain. All day you can have those negative thoughts if that's what you want to have, and I choose not to have those kind of thoughts.
Okay. So you don't ever think, all right, I'm not going to be productive in this relationship because she could be doing that.
Not right now.
Okay.
Not right now.
Okay.
I can't think like that.
Okay.
But I have been that person. And stuck. Just stuck. Like, don't trust her. You know it ain't right. But just stuck.
Right. So here's my question for y'all, for the men. Because I've had a lot of women that have not asked me this question, but it's come up in our conversations when we talk about relationships, right?
Mm-hmm.
Has there ever been a time period where you were dealing with someone and you had to say to yourself, dag, I know I'm hurting this girl?
Dang, I'm hurting them. No.
Never?
No, I never said it to myself consciously. I never said it to myself consciously. I could say, yo, I'm tripping. She said, yo, come home earlier. Let me come home. But I never consciously can say, I know I am hurting this person. And I don't want to be dealing with them. I don't want to deal with them anymore. Because if I did that, I would feel bad. Even if I'm doing wrong, even if I'm out doing whatever I shouldn't be doing, if I'm in a relationship, I've never been the person to have that guilty conscience.
You never had a guilty conscience?
Nah, I might have been in situations where I'm like, ooh, this is too hot right here. I'm hoping this don't happen, or some situations might have occurred, but I didn't feel guilt at that time. Not at that time.
I think a lot of women always want to know, when men are out there doing wrong, do they ever think about that? Like, do they ever have that moment where they're just like, oh, wow. Like,
I've had it when stuff got quiet, but during the time, I'm living that life. And I'm like, yo, this is part of the life. Yeah. You just do this, you do that, you get bumped. Oh man, you get upset that you got bumped, but
bump is caught.
Yes, bump is y'all.
Okay.
The viewers know what we talking about.
I'm just saying, bump is caught.
Yeah, okay. Shout out to all my guys who are not getting bumped out there. And lady, look, don't cheat, don't do that. Be honest, live how you should live, but. I've had that time when I'm outside for real, and I'm doing all types of fun.
Never think about it in the moment.
No, because I feel like you're focused on negative energy, and I'm like, you don't want that to happen.
My relationship is a distraction.
Yes,
what I'm doing.
Yeah, I'm
now.
like, no, things are good right here, and they are good right here, and everything's good.
Right in this moment.
In this moment, everything's good. I'm not thinking about nothing bad. I'm not thinking about me getting caught. I'm not thinking about this happening with this person. None of that. I'm thinking everything is good. Because you start focusing on that bad is going to happen.
You have answered a question I think tens of millions of women have had over the years.
Guys ain't going to answer. A lot of guys ain't going to answer the question.
And then when they're crying, confronting them, you didn't think about me. And they be like, men don't even say nothing. They'll just put their head down. They be like, no, I wasn't thinking about you.
I honestly don't feel no man what they shouldn't. I feel something wrong with you if you want to hurt that person. If you want to hurt the person that you're dealing with, now you can say, well, if you ain't want to hurt them, don't do nothing. True.
Yeah.
But nobody wants to hurt their other person. Whether you cheating, you don't want to hurt that person. Because it's like, damn, did you even care about her? If you care, you gonna want to lie, and you want to keep that lie alive, and you want to just not get caught in that nonsense. If you care. Now, if you don't care about the person, you just doing whatever.
So does this go back to the whole baby boy conversation that you lie to the people you love and you tell the truth to the people you don't?
Nah, you lie to everybody. Nah.
I'm done with you.
Truth
today.
is overrated sometimes.
I'm done with you.
Truth
today.
is overrated.
Not today.
Or you tell everybody your truth, because it's really your truth. Half the times, nah, you just tell people your truth. Tell them what you think they need to know. Tell them what you
think they need to know.
They don't need to know everything. Nobody needs to know everything about your life.
Not even your partner.
No.
For a healthy for a healthy relationship.
No, you need to know some things in life, but you don't need to know every single thing that's going on in your brain.
No, not your thoughts. No.
Or I don't even want to know the guy who's flirting with you at work like that.
Ooh.
I don't want to know that. Or if you do tell me, I'm gonna keep teasing you, or your little work husband, your little work whatever. It's either I gotta tease you so I can laugh at it, or I don't want to know.
Because why? Because it'll make you think what?
It might make you start thinking. And who wants to start thinking about their girl
being with somebody
getting
else?
coffee? Like, what you mean he made your coffee? What you mean he went and got soup for everybody? You know, North got the banging soup. So remember them days when they go a little soup. You don't want to know him, Mr. So and So Smith. Let's just go Smith. Smith sounds like a name that's a cheater out there.
I've always had a work husband. I've literally always had a work husband.
They're needed.
Right now, I mean, currently my work husband's gay. So
but he's playing his part.
Yeah, but that's still my work husband.
He's playing his part.
He literally just texted me.
You see? He's playing his part. Guys, you need the work husband out there. Gay or not, yo, we need someone to play
I'm
the
just
part.
saying my work husband's gay.
Yo, someone's gonna have to give her that attention all day.
He's gay. So, I mean, does that count?
Yeah, that counts. Cause he's saying it even rawer than the straight one.
And he is.
This is what I'm saying.
Because even in my last relationship, the guy I was with used to bring up some of the stuff that my work husband would say. And he would be like, oh no, we all been on vacation, we see each other, like it just is what it is. Like I can tell her this don't look right, or this, or I could push this in, or I could do this.
No, you can't. Don't touch a titty. Keep your hands to yourself. Don't touch your butt. You're still a man. You still like it. It still looks good. No, don't be doing that. But they get away. They get a pass, huh? That's what it is.
Yeah.
He likes it too.
We do give our LGBTQ.
It's not right. It's not equal rights. Don't we want equal rights amongst each other?
Male friends a pass in that regard.
They got a cheat code. He's still a bang. He's still like a booty.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do.
But see how we try to paint it as if
no, I'm just
not.
saying you're right. No, they do.
Nah, good.
But their ultimate choice wouldn't be to be with a woman.
No doubt. I get it.
I'm just saying.
I get it.
I'm just saying.
This is not a bad option.
All right, listen. So, okay. All right. So, I think my ultimate thing here was the fact that when you out there doing you really ain't out there you ain't feeling no pain. Like you just
You should.
You good.
If you gonna live that life, you better not be feeling no pain. If not, it ain't for you. Don't do it. Just chill.
Because if you out there thinking about the guilt or this,
it's gonna ruin you. Yo, cheating is just not you. Be with one person. I suggest that it's cheaper.
Not only because it's cheaper.
Yo, cheating is expensive. Messes with your sleep.
Okay. So what makes what is the transition from being in a healthy relationship, or what people think is a healthy relationship and everything is okay, or men saying she's a good woman? What makes men still go out there and do it?
Oh, we got my man Terry Dunn.
Terry
in the building.
You good? Okay.
What's good, baby?
Jay, what's up?
Cool
what's
and
up,
cool. You filling up the option. If you have the options out
So
there,
it's strictly options.
Strictly options.
So the woman could be perfect and everything you want.
Yeah.
But if there's another option out there, that is why.
If you feel like you have a need for that option.
Why would there be a need if the woman is meeting all of your needs?
Look, like I said, you could have your favorite pair of Jordans, but you want some Timbs. And you might just want to have that option. Or you can have the Gore-Tex Jordans and you're good. You don't want to have these Timbs right here. You're cool. You're cool with what you have on your feet already.
Yeah.
So if you're cool with what you have on your feet,
Yeah.
you're not going to go out there trying to get with this one or that one.
Okay.
That's how it is. So I'm like,
Okay.
you know, that's why dudes go out there and people in general. You feel like you have another option and you're not going to get caught.
Terry.
What's up, good world?
We are asking questions from right here. We are asking questions from black male perspective, black female perspective, and what we're asking is, you know, everything you've ever wanted to know. Right now we are talking about cheating, and I asked if while men are cheating, do they ever feel bad while they're doing it in the moment? And Jason was telling me no. In the moment, no.
Some men might feel bad in the moment. I mean, I've been there before, so.
Okay, and in the moment,
yeah,
did you feel bad, or you wasn't think? Jason said you don't think about it. So
I wasn't feeling bad.
I mean, I thought about it, you know, especially if she a good girl.
Okay.
And like you said, if you're not ready for that, you cheating, it's like,
don't do
you
it.
think to yourself like, damn, man, why I'm doing this, man? You know.
Yeah.
I have done that in the past, so I can't speak for all men, but that's how I felt like that.
No doubt.
Yeah, you know.
Oh, I'm just the bad guy, huh?
No, I didn't say that you were the bad guy.
Nah, but you want to have someone who has those thoughts like, yo, if I do this, this could happen.
Yeah.
You want
you
to
think
have
about the
someone-
consequences.
you wanna-
And
that's the
and
best thing to do is think about the consequences.
And that's the thing. I think a lot of women, like, once men are caught and they're asking the questions and they're going to go through it, because you do know, like, if you do get caught and you stay with the person, you're going to get them questions for the rest of the time period that you with that person,
might as well be
because it's never going to get to a point where it's going to be clear to whomever it is, right?
doubt.
So it's like, we want to know, what were you thinking in the moment? Why did you do that in the moment? Why did you do that to me? What made you do that to me? What is it about me that made you do that? Because as women, what we start doing is we start diminishing ourselves. Well, maybe I should have did this more. Maybe I should have did that better. Or maybe I should have fried the chicken better. Or maybe I should have tried this trick in the bedroom. Or maybe I should have not said this. Or maybe we immediately go into ourselves. Like, because I think logically we feel like if there's something for us to work on, okay, then he won't do it again. But if he just doing it willy-nilly and he's saying ain't nothing wrong with me, then what is stopping him from doing it again?
I mean, you know.
Oh, thank you, Terry.
A lot of guys are different. Some guys do it for the love of it. They love doing it. And some guys do it because of the type of woman they got. Let's be clear, you know. It all depends, too, for some guys, the type of woman you got.
Yeah.
If your woman not on it like that, not beat chasing you and stuff, she laid back and this and that. Some guys get away with it. Some guys like, my girl in the house, she ain't coming out. Blah, blah, this and that. You know, it could go either way. You know what I'm saying? When it depends on that relationship, how it is. So, because some guys can get it off and, you know, that's just the way it is. For some people. Like I said, it depends on your relationship you're in. How the relationship is going, how she's moving, how you're moving.
So basically, like I said to Jason earlier, it's about knowing your woman and knowing why your woman would be tripping, because we were talking about that earlier. But for women, it's about knowing your man. So if you meet somebody and you are a homebody, you got to know if you with the type of man that's going to take advantage of the fact that you are a homebody. And it's like, she ain't going to be out here looking at me. I had a friend in that situation who was a homebody, whose spouse was... Anyway, My whole thing is that you gotta know what you dealing with.
And some girls know what they
That
dealing
was
with.
me. What was it me? Oh, this one.
I'm just saying, you gotta know what you're dealing with.
You got to know what you're dealing with. You got to know who you dealing
Because
with.
if you gotta get up and get out there yourself, because he's not respecting. No, seriously, not necessarily be out there cheating, but if he's not respecting you because he like, she ain't gonna never find out because she's sitting at home.
Wow.
And you hope that the woman. Sometimes you think you know somebody and you don't.
And you don't.
Absolutely.
I've dated.
I talked about that. Yeah, you're right, Jay.
I dated my ex, and she used to be outside. She used to be in the clubs heavy, and we used to go to clubs, used to go to parties, and I didn't know she had a certain insecurity within herself where she didn't want to go outside no more. She used to make us purposely late every time we was going somewhere because she had an insecurity in her body, and I'm like, damn, this is what's going on in your brain this whole time.
Yeah.
So now,
wow.
It's been times where I'm like, well, yo, you ain't trying to roll. I want to roll with somebody.
Right.
So now I'm stepping out.
Yeah.
Now I'm stepping out. Don't even mean I'm having sex with the other person I'm stepping out with, but I'm stepping out, and I'm like,
because you want to go.
Because I want to go.
Yeah.
I asked you first. Now, does it make it right? No.
Nah. Yeah. Nah, I feel you.
Does not at all.
Yeah.
But is it right that I don't know what's going on in your mind? Why
Well,
you don't like going out?
I actually had a conversation with somebody a little earlier about vulnerability in a relationship.
And it was good when I don't even want to put that specific thing out there because some people know the story. But when the person did tell me what their insecurity was, and I'm like, well, damn. All right, well, at least I know now the why you was tripping this whole time, why you didn't want to go out, why you ain't want to do this, and that. And it wasn't me. Because I started looking at myself like, yo, damn, what you want? I'm fly. Why you want to roll with me? Like, what's wrong with me? I'm going to get somebody else to roll with me. But it was them the whole time. They had an insecurity within themselves.
That's why you got to be vulnerable in your relationships.
You
and if
have
you're in a
to.
relationship where you cannot be vulnerable, you are not with the right person.
Yeah, you're right.
You're not with the right person.
And then again, some women, like you said, they know the type of guy they're dealing with, but they still sit there. And some guys have babies on the girl, and they still continue to stay with them. Find out about the baby and the whole nine, and still stay there. So
yeah.
You know,
so he's just going to keep doing what he's been doing.
Yeah, if you
there's no incentive to change.
It's like I said, relationships are different. It depends on who you are as a person in the couple.
Yeah.
Like you said, everybody know who they're dealing with.
Yeah.
Once his or her into that relationship.
Yeah.
Let's be clear. Everybody know who they're dealing with. It's up to you to put up with it and to walk away from it. You know.
You had some questions earlier, Terry. Go ahead. You just coming in. I know you had some questions. I look from our group thing earlier. You had some questions. Well, go ahead.
Oh, what did I say? I said, for ladies.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a sip.
What's the one thing will make you walk away from a relationship or a marriage? What's the one thing that's a complete turn off or not deal with it moment, period? I'm not staying. I don't care. Even if you've been rocking for 10 years. What's one thing that you can't stay after that? That was my thing, you know.
Domestic violence.
Yeah.
You're not gonna put
some women to stay after that too.
I know they will, but you're not gonna put your hands on me. Yeah. Because I'm gonna kill you in your sleep.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill you in your sleep. And to all the women who have dealt with that, because I know a lot of women that have dealt with that. I don't take that lightly at all. I just feel very strongly about it. I don't know, to be very, very honest with you, because a lot of times we speak not knowing what we would do in that situation if things would happen. Like you think you know what you would do, and you'd be like, oh, well, I would. Yeah, you don't even know till you're in that situation. So I can't say. What I will say is, because I have never been in that situation, I think.
No doubt.
You will leave.
I think that no. I know I would leave. I think I would fight back in the moment if I could. But that's an absolute no.
But you know
that's an absolute no.
That goes back to, not to bring this up, and goes back to Puffy with the things he going through with Cassidy or whatever. What happened to him? I was saying to myself, like, why shouldn't he just leave if he was doing all? And somebody stopped me and was like, well, you know, me and my crew was talking about, my little co-host was talking about that, like, you know, well, maybe she couldn't leave. Maybe she was scared, or maybe she was, and I had to really think about it. I'm like, oh, wow, I never really looked at that angle, you know?
Yeah. Abuse just isn't physical. Abuse is mental. You know what I'm saying? And mental abuse is worse than physical abuse. I mean, you wear the bruises.
You think about it.
You wear the bruises with physical abuse, but the mental abuse that you can't see and why people stay. What is it? Not Munchausen syndrome, but what's the syndrome where you actually start feeling sorry for your abuser? But you know, you start developing that. Like, I mean, he just hit me because he had a bad day.
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't even know. I ain't even know they had a name for that.
Oh no, there's a name for it. He knocked me down the stairs because I shouldn't have been walking up the same time he was walking down. He told me that before. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like there are syndromes that people develop after being abused for so long. So it's real easy to
they
be
think
like,
it's normal now.
Yeah.
It's like they did. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
They adapted to it. It's like
right. It's normal. So it's like, it's real easy to say why don't abuse people leave. But I know for me, that is my
breaking point.
I don't care if we married. I don't care if we've been together for blah, blah, blah years. I don't care. You not going to put your hand. You not going to put your hands on me. Like, something in me feels like, I can't do it.
To all the women out there, what's y'all breaking point?
Yeah.
Relationship or marriage, what's y'all breaking point? That one thing that y'all would not stand for.
Yeah.
In a relationship, you know, no matter how long you've been with this person.
Yeah.
You
Okay,
know?
so when you feel sorry for your abuser, it is what is it? It's not Munchausen syndrome.
I didn't even know they had a name
Stockholm syndrome.
Wow,
Stockholm. Stockholm syndrome is a coping mechanism to a captive or an abusive situation. You start feeling sorry for the people that are mistreating you. Yeah,
that's deep.
Stockholm syndrome. That's what it is. Munchausen is, I think, when you start making yourself sick, so people feel sorry for you. But anyway, but Stockholm syndrome.
That's that
yes.
G&T right there.
Shut up. But anyway, so that's to answer your question. So for me, that is number one. Now that I'm older and I've gotten to this big age, there's now a lot that I won't tolerate moving forward.
Gotcha.
But that's number one for me.
Gotcha.
That's number one. That's number one. That's number one.
No doubt.
Go ahead. What else? What other questions did we have? Did you have any more questions?
I told you I don't be having too many questions.
I had another one.
World.
Go ahead.
Terry, it's
go
your
ahead.
world.
Yeah.
I mean, nah, Jay, I had another one. I forgot what it is. I don't know if you look
I
at
had
the
to
chat.
take
I had
this meeting this
another one.
afternoon. I couldn't even.
I had another
You
one
said
after that.
It was that one?
Yeah, I said, ladies, what is your biggest turnoff in a man?
Ooh.
What is your biggest turnoff? Those were the questions that I had.
Is it
what
bad
is
if
your
I
biggest
say I
turnoff?
had is it a big?
Nah, be honest. You know, what's the biggest turnoff in a man for you?
The biggest one?
Yeah.
Corniness.
You said what? What'd she say?
Yo, this is what we talk about.
Hold on, Jay. Repeat that. Repeat it, Jay.
Need to corniness.
Just
Oh,
we ain't gonna
corniness.
talk about this.
I respect it.
Yo,
I respect it.
we talk about that like, yo, you can't have no corny dude.
I don't like that.
That's the.
I don't like it.
So the
Terry, I
relationship
don't
won't
like
even
it.
start then.
No.
But he
It's a
tried.
turn off.
But this is the bad part. He could be a good guy.
So what's corniness to you?
I don't know.
Everything that you would say corny.
I just know. Terry, I don't know, but I know it.
Everything you would say is corny is corny, Terry. Word
Terry,
out.
I know it when I see it, Terry.
You can smell corny.
Oh, God.
You can smell it.
Do you know how many times I've had this conversation? Jason knows what I'm talking about because I've had this conversation with him multiple times. Like in the past where I've dated people and I'd be like, Jason, I can't do it. I can't do it. Like, this is just real corny to me. Like, what? Like, what did you just... I don't...
Like
So-
to do for more money.
Yeah, about to say yeah.
Amber Pooh, the one
No,
who
I
had
just-
the one who
I don't-
had
I don't
the
like-
one, like, corny guys like.
But I'm not even talking about like geeky or nerd because you know I'm nerdy. You know what I'm saying? So like
corny is different.
smart and
you're not
inte-
corny.
Right,
that's
You
not
see
in the category.
Yeah.
You talking corny?
Yeah, I can't do.
Because you could be
corny,
tough
Terry.
and corny too.
Right,
Extra
right.
corny.
So like
cornies.
Right.
so that's like all right. All right. That's all right. I'm comparing TV shows at this point with the men.
Okay.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air or Dwayne Wade. I went from what's the thing? He had all of the joys. He was fly dude.
Who?
The college show.
Dwayne Wayne.
Dwayne Wayne. Oh, okay. Dwayne Wayne. No
Dwayne
doubt.
Dwayne Wayne.
Or
Will Smith. Or Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Which one?
Which one is
out
what?
Of two characters you find corny that you couldn't see yourself talking with.
Will Smith was corny.
All right, so that's cool.
Oh, Will was corny?
Will Smith was corny.
On the show?
But
Yes.
no, period. That's what I'm saying. I'm just
corny.
comparing.
He was corny?
He was corny. His character, because I don't.
That's what I mean. His character. You thought his character
The
was
character was corny.
No, I'm just trying to get a glimpse of her corniness.
You know why? You know, for me, you know where corniness comes in when you a fake cool guy. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
When you a fake cool guy.
No doubt.
Like you
I
wanna
got
be
you.
wanna be down. Like you just be yourself. Like if that ain't who you are, if that's not how you was raised, don't be that. Don't try to be that. You understand what I'm saying? But when you acting like something, my friend literally just 2 days ago, I don't even want to talk about it because the guy has since passed away. But so I'm not gonna talk about the situation. But she literally called me 2 days ago and was like, "Remember that story you told me about this dude?" And he was. And it was such a corny story that literally me and her laughed on the phone for a whole hour.
Y'all
Like
laughing about the dead corny guy.
He's passed away since.
Wow.
But
You act like he died of corniness or something.
I hate you right
dead
now.
already
I
now.
hate
You
you.
sound like you was about to say he did.
I hate you. I hate you. No, he did not.
OD'd off.
No, he did not. But there was something he had did at the time.
What he done did?
Well, no, I can't tell you. While I was dating him,
Lord.
that I was just like, well, that doesn't seem right. And again, I'm not the corny police.
What was the corny thing? Like open the door?
I tell you,
bought
you
you
after
flowers?
the show. No, that's not corny.
Okay.
Okay. So let's clear that
Yeah,
up.
let's clear that up.
Clear that up, right? Let's clear that up. I am not one of these newfound millennial females that's out here freestyling on social media talking about they don't want this, they don't like that, they can't do this, they can't. You gotta have this. I'm not. I'm old. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not one of these young girls that's out here freestyling. You understand what I'm saying? What?
Your earrings.
What's wrong with them? They coming out?
Nah, I'm just letting them know. Like she don't play. She got LB
you
in the
stupid.
earring.
No,
Like,
you stupid.
she not one of y'all little young girls.
No. I'm just saying, I'm not one of these young girls that's out here freestyling. You can buy me flowers. That's not corny to me. Opening my door is not corny. You're a gentleman. That's you know what I mean. That's just
your
how
individual self, who you are. Yeah, I get what
right.
you're saying. Yeah.
That's not corny. But there's some again when you are trying to be someone that you are not to impress someone else. That to me is corny. Be your authentic self at all times. Whatever that self of you is, whatever that version of you is, be that.
No doubt.
Don't be someone else. And that goes for men, that goes for women. Because there's women that's out here corny too. She's like, girl, that ain't even you.
Yeah. It's a lot of that.
You understand what I'm saying? That's not even you. Why are you doing that?
Yeah, you're right.
That's corny.
It is.
So that's my biggest turn off in men. I don't like corny men, and once I find out that you corny, I'm immediate. Terry, stop. Once I find out that you are corny, like I immediately get unattracted. I'll be like, ugh. And then 9 times out of 10, I gotta tell Jason. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, Jason. He be like,
I'll be
comes to deliver with it.
I be meeting the dudes by accident sometime. Nobody is whack. They're not whack.
No.
They're not whack.
No.
But someone be caught. But they'll be good guys. Like the resume, like I feel my credit score gets higher when I shake their hand.
She said that though. They good guys, but they still corny.
Yeah,
You know
I
what I'm
remember
saying?
one.
Yeah.
I remember because first of all, we're not talking about her ex because I was proud when I saw him. I was like, yo, he ain't corny. We used to have nicknames like, yo, that's Fridays right there. This is Charles. Like corny, like.
It wasn't Charles. It was Tao.
It was Tao.
There you go.
She remember who Tao was.
Gotta correct that one. Gotta correct that one.
It wasn't Charles.
Remember who it
It was Tao.
Correction.
They live by Charles.
They live by Charles.
Yeah.
I hate you.
We're terrible.
You're terrible. Go
I
ahead.
am.
Go ahead.
But nah, I done met some of them and they were just, they didn't fit your bill. Me knowing you. I'm like, they didn't fit you. I'm like, yo, I always like, yo, what's on his playlist?
Hey, listen, what was on his playlist?
I don't know.
Did you like his music?
He ain't had no Jeezy.
No.
That's what I'm saying. When you got in the car with him, what he played?
That's a good question.
That's why you don't remember him.
Yeah.
I don't know.
See, that you're supposed to know that. You know, a lot of girls
I don't know.
memorize stuff like that.
Yeah.
From the dude
Like
they
he
digging
put
or whatever like that. Oh, he be
Mhm.
rocking me, he be rocking this and that and blah, 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 you know. Them turn-ons for some girls.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I do not know.
He looked like his playlist was whack.
I hate you.
Man.
Okay, let's go. I'm gonna reel this back in because
No
you about
doubt.
to go someplace else. No, corniness is the number one turn off, and corniness in the form of just be yourself, right?
Gotcha.
Because anytime that you are not comfortable with you, you're trying to be someone else, and it's like
Yeah,
you're
that's a
doing that
problem.
right, and it's like you're doing that when you first meet somebody, and you're doing that in a relationship. It's like, what are you going to do later on? When am I going to meet the actual you? When do I meet the real you? And why aren't you comfortable enough with me to show me that?
What if they're just really corny? And they're being their authentic corny selves.
Then
Like,
that's not going to work.
yeah, you're right.
Then that's not going to work. Because, you know, it's like with me, like, you going to know I'm not telling all of my business when I first meet somebody.
Gotcha.
But if there's something going on, it's like, yo, listen, this happened, that. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like,
I got you, I got
you know what I mean? Like, I'm open with that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
doubt.
I'm not trying to hide it and be like, nah, you know, that ain't bothering me. I'm good. I'm straight.
So how far do you let it go, though? If you
Not
know
long.
he's not for you?
Not long. Not long. Not long.
You
Not
end it
long.
over text or in person? Over the phone?
I don't think we got to end things in person anymore, do we?
That's what I'm want to. I'm asking that. I
Text
don't know.
or the clean just fade away.
Yeah.
Because some people just fade
hate
away, and you like,
Some
yo.
people put you on a block list and keep going.
And I don't have an iPhone, so I don't even know if I'm left on red or with
Oh,
unseen.
wow.
I'm just like, oh, she ain't text me back. What happened? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That hurt. That hurts. I'm like, that. But then
Yeah.
they seen your
Oh,
stories
man.
on IG. Like, what? Well, are we really? You know what I mean? What
That's
are we
what I'm
doing?
saying.
Gotta
We're in a
find
new. It's a
out.
new, different era out here. So that's what I'm saying. Text, phone, in person.
I have
What you
left-
do nowadays?
Scene.
I have left all day today. I hate both of y'all.
I'm just being honest, for real.
It depends. It depends.
Oh man.
It depends. How long have we been rocking out?
Mm-hmm.
Was it really that deep where it's like, obviously not in person. I don't think we need to have an in-person conversation. I mean, the last person where we were together and we were living together, it was like, all right, boom. We need to talk because we're dissolving this whole situation.
Dissolving.
And you need to go here and you need to do this. Get your stuff. And then,
Mature.
you know what I mean? Obviously, that has to be in person. You know what I mean?
No doubt.
But a situation where you're like just dating somebody and you just found out that they corny 5-6 months later.
That's the easy part. You can clip them
Yeah.
quick.
You don't really owe anybody
And that's
anything
what I be
with that.
saying.
You know what I'm
People
saying?
like, listen. For me, I know everybody's different. Like me, that first date, I'll be like, I know what if I want to go back the second date. Like, I ain't going back. I'm good.
Yeah.
I in it because you lead people on like that too, though.
Yes, you do.
You go on 3-4 dates. You like, if I ain't feeling her or him, why am I keep
Why you can't keep going
you wasting
back?
money, time, everything. Nobody got time.
And
for
the
that.
thing is, especially the older you, especially
For
the
real.
older you get, you wasting
got time for that.
time.
Yeah.
You don't have time for that. You at a point now when you go out with somebody, you know when you're going to click.
Exactly.
Most of the time, like right away.
But the thing is, this before you get to the date, if the conversation ain't right, you ain't gonna make it to the date. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
how I was
yeah.
when I was,
Yeah.
before I got my lady. It's like, we ain't got no cool conversation.
Yeah.
Keep me on my toes, and I'm loving to talk and text.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm good.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, I'm with that. Again, it's like we don't have time to waste. We are at very big ages right now.
For real.
And it's like, energy wise, if you're connecting with
Energy's
someone.
all that. It was everything.
It's everything, right?
Yeah.
And it's like, if you're connecting with someone and if you're not connecting with someone. And
Mm-hmm.
it's like you gotta keep it moving because it's not working out. It's not meshing. But again, like you said, how you choose to deal with that. Again, I feel like in dating, you don't really owe anybody anything
Nah,
because
exactly.
it's dating.
You don't.
It's gonna be 50-50 anyway.
But some
right?
people look at it different, though.
I know a lot of women
I
look at it
have been in
differently.
group chats from just going on a date. Like, you talk to him? I'm like, wait, I don't talk. I don't even on one time.
It's
people end up in group chats, and I'm like, wait a minute.
That one time.
Yeah, I'm like, I only went out one time. I ain't going back. What you mean?
It's a lot of
It's a lot of
it's
that.
a lot
So-
of women. I don't know if men do this, but I know it's a lot of women who are dating and feel like it's relationshiping.
And that's what I mean. That's what I'm
And
saying.
that's the problem.
when you end up in a group chat, some women like when you end up in a group chat, somebody like they feeling you to put you in a group chat with all your girlfriends, this and that. You be like, wait a minute. Now you got 2 or 3 people outside of my area, whatever, thinking we like that. When no, I only went out one time. What's going on? Now I'm looking like the bad guy. No, that's not the case. You don't do that.
It was dating.
Exactly.
It wasn't relationship.
People get dating now mixed up with. Once they go out with you and they feel as though you popping and I'm popping, we together.
No.
That's what I'm saying. So you gotta be clear.
No.
That's the era we in. No, that's the era we in.
No.
You gotta talk about that, Tito. That's the era we in.
My bun almost fell out. Listen.
But that's the era we in, though.
Nah. Okay. So let's clear this up right now. Because I had to explain this to someone recently that I dated or tried to date at the beginning of this year. Right. Listen, when you were dating. What? I tried to, and it ain't work. Yeah.
Jay, my man.
Yeah. I tried. Anyway, this is the difference. When you are dating, you are not exclusive.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
You can do whatever you want to do. I can do whatever I want to do. We are talking to each other solely to figure out if we should be moving forward, if there is something here that both of us want where we should be moving forward. There is no exclusivity. No one knows it owes anybody any kind of explanation on anything. You are dating. That is it. I don't care what it is y'all doing. It's dating. That is it. Until y'all both agree that y'all are either dating exclusively or in a relationship, everybody can do what they want to do and ain't nobody supposed to be catching feelings. If you get into a point where you're catching feelings or he's catching feelings, y'all need to have a conversation.
Like, where we going with this?
Where are we going with this?
I wasted my $100 on this date. Not you.
Yeah.
Let me stop. That's a whole other topic.
Right. But it's like listen, I'm starting to catch feelings. I know you seeing other people, but you know what? I'm thinking that me and you, maybe we should start seeing each other exclusively because Then you have that conversation.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Then it's like, okay, look. We in this relationship, like we doing this, like we really doing this because we trying to see if we moving forward. Okay, boom. Then you move to that and then things go from there. I think everybody knows what's supposed to happen from there. But the fact of the matter is if I'm seeing you, and this goes for men or women, it don't make nobody a hoe.
No.
And it don't mean that somebody's cheating. And it doesn't mean that somebody's in a relationship. So if I got a lineup.
But see, that's what I'm saying, though. Some people label people like that, though. Some people label you like that. Oh, she talked to my man.
That's a lineup.
It's like, nah, we date. But see, like I said, nowadays, dating is like, you go out with them 2-3 times, and the other person, y'all damn near together.
You are supposed
have to make it clear, though.
Date. No, you're supposed to date multiple people at the same time. No, dating is a numbers game.
That's what the dating game is called, to see who you really feel the most or whatever.
You're supposed to date more than one person at a time.
Competition is real out here.
But some people look at dating
You're not
different
supposed
now.
to date more than one person. Yes, you are. Nah, I don't believe that.
That's another topic.
I don't believe that. You are supposed to listen. Trying to find the person that you're supposed to be with is a numbers game.
Yeah.
If what you're doing is I gotta date everyone monogamously, in a monogamous fashion, and date and spend this much time with someone to find out if I like them or not. Do you know how much time you're spending? You could be spending on the wrong person.
Texting each other 3 in the morning, three days in a row. You my girlfriend.
Hell no.
If I take you to the general crib and you make it to the backyard, you my girlfriend.
But see, that's the whole thing, though.
Different. That's your thing.
You take it to the general backyard.
That's your thing.
If that conversation is like that,
R&B joint.
No.
Then you just want to stay in a dating game. You don't want a relationship.
Right. So at that point, honestly, so I guess now you have to have a conversation where you're saying, what is dating to you?
Exactly. That's the whole point.
Right. What is dating to you?
Everybody look at dating different.
Right. Right.
I ain't take nobody to the general backyard either.
Listen.
They be watching the show.
That's a part 2.
Yo, Terry, they be watching.
We gotta come back.
I ain't know they be watching
like
that.
We gotta come back. All right, listen. All right, we got to wrap up.
Run this back.
Norm just said we got to wrap up, but we got to come back. We got to come back.
Part 2.
Because dating and how people date, especially at this age, is serious.
You'll be surprised. Some people older than you, like, no, so Like
if
I
we
said,
texting at 3 in the morning, we in a relationship. Boy, bye. Anyway, all right. Listen,
Sounds about right.
we gonna come back. So that means I
Yeah,
gotta
yeah.
have y'all. I gotta have y'all back because we got to talk about this.
Oh, yeah, we gonna
'cause
keep coming back.
This is a no. That's a hell no to me.
3 in the morning or down?
Hell no.
3 days in a row.
So what?
3 days in a row though.
man.
So what?
My girlfriend.
No, I'm not either.
To be loved.
Kick rocks. Hell no. And if you see me with somebody else, you better not open your mouth.
So they got a key to the pad in 3 days?
A
They got
key?
a key to the pad in 3 days with you?
3 days.
Nah. See, nah.
Well, no. Well, actually, no. Because Norm and Sandy, y'all went out, I think, twice. And then Norm was like, yeah, I'm going to marry her. I was like, wait, what?
Well, see, that's how he felt about it. So that's different, though. But but see, you brought that up, though.
Yeah.
You said it depends on how you feel about the person. So that's different, though.
And if the feeling's mutual, then that's
It's
all
all
fine,
good,
well,
though,
and
yeah.
good. But yes, but literally, Norm came in the studio one night and was like, yeah, I'm going to marry her. And we was like, wait, what? Like, y'all just went out like 2 weeks ago. And he was like, yeah, we getting married. And then 6
that's
months
cool, bro.
later, they
But
was
see- but
married.
see, he knew what he wanted, though,
And now
so
it's
that,
what,
you know.
7 years later?
I'm not mad at it. He knew what he wanted.
Now it's going on. Oh
Hey.
yeah, now it's going on 8 years later. So they were that feeling was mutual when they connected.
My situation the same way.
Yeah.
I met my lady January 13th.
Yeah.
Our first date.
Yeah.
I never stopped talking to her, seeing her.
Yeah.
And,
When you know, you know.
That's what I'm saying. So.
When you know, you know.
Yep.
You thought about to top that story? He
Jay,
said
what's your story,
January
Jay?
13th.
Say another.
He just said 6 months. I can't top that. Y'all gonna yo, the next show, y'all gonna see my love story the next time we talk. I'm gonna have a January 13th type story.
All right, listen, y'all.
I can't top that right now.
Me and my brother gonna talk after this.
Yeah, y'all. All right, listen, y'all. I'm gonna have the fellas back. I know it's probably gonna be sometime into the new year, y'all,
It's all
but
good.
I'm gonna have my fellas back probably in January, and we are definitely gonna continue this conversation. And again, if you guys have any more questions, we're going to be doing that again in January. And I think that's it. We're wrapping up. We got 3 minutes left. All right. Okay.
Take
3
me
minutes
to a
left.
live show. I know you love me.
So listen, we're gonna run this back. Part 2
Jill
to the
Scott.
dating game. We're gonna run it back to the dating game and see what people think. What are real dates? How you feel about this date and what's not all that.
How many
It's real out
dates
there.
should you be going on
Exactly.
when
Jay, we gonna get into all
when y'all
that.
in a relationship too?
Then we're gonna get into all that.
Because you could play the house and then the house get too we ain't at the house now. We got to get out.
The dating game is expensive too.
It is
It's expensive.
It is.
So do you want to keep wasting your time and money on somebody that you really don't want to be there with? Listen, man.
It's real.
Listen, man. Listen.
This couch look fly right
I ain't
here,
on the
though.
block. I work by the hour, man. So it's different for me. I work by the hour, so I don't know everybody. Money, everything is different now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean.
All
And if
right. Listen. All right, we're going to continue on with this, everybody. Look, if you enjoyed tonight's conversation, please make sure you are tuning into BKS1 Radio, the Owl Show, Beards and Ballheads right here with Fat Lace, that's Jason. Make sure you tune in to Chop It Up with Terry Nunn because he got his podcast going.
Yes,
we
sir.
all got shows. We are all used to doing this.
clashing, y'all. We
This is what we do. And again, I will have them back next year, and we're going to continue on with this conversation. But in the meantime, I thank you both for coming out because you've now been
It's all
here
good, too.
a few times on the show, and I've been getting your perspective on a lot of things as we keep going on this healing journey. We have been on this healing journey since March, and honestly, with you guys coming in, I've learned a lot from you. I've learned a lot from all of my guests who have been on the show every year. So not every year, every week. So I don't want anyone to think that I'm just doing a bunch of talking and I'm not listening, or I'm doing a bunch of talking and I'm not learning. So I just thank everybody, and I love you all for watching, and I love you all for listening. God willing, I will be back here next week, same time, same place, different show, and I will see you then.
Later,
Bye,
y'all.
everybody.
Peace.
See y'all.